Hola, hola, hola. Good morning, beloveds. It's me, Sunshine Day, your spiritual living coach. I see a world where clean and sober people are living their best life and loving it. And what I get an opportunity to do is to provide spiritual tools and loving support for your personal transformation. How have you been treating the month of August? All right. Most people would be like, how's life treating you? I want to flip that. And how are you treating life? How are you treating this month? How are you treating this day? That's what I want to know. And so, are you waking up in the morning and it's going, good God, it's morning? Or are you waking up in the morning going, good morning, God, good morning, life, good morning, universal power and presence, good morning to me, to that indwelling presence. It's a great day to be alive. And, with everything that's happening in our environment today, it's important to wake up to an amazing attitude so that we can actually live our best life, irrespective of what's happening in the world around us. And that's not to deny what's happening around us, but that is to recognize that the only life that I am responsible for is this life right here. That's right, Nancy Sepulveda. It's going to be a great day. Exactly. It's going to be a great day. And it already has started off being a great day the moment we wake up and we recognize that we're alive, alert, awake, aware, that lungs that our lungs are filled with air and that we can exhale. It is a great day. So this month we've been looking at this idea of wholeness. And one of the things that I get an opportunity to do, like I said earlier, was to provide spiritual tools and loving support. And we've been looking at the theme this month of wholeness and the idea that you're whole even when it doesn't seem so. And when you place your attention on wholeness this month, you're going to develop a strong sense of how your life is filled with wholeness, how you are already whole. And so let's just go over quickly the definition of wholeness, right? Wholeness, containing all components, right? Complete and containing all components. You have everything that you need, everything necessary to live an amazing life, to live your best life. It is already within you. Now, you may not know that it's there, but you're not knowing that it's there does not stop you from discovering what is within you, that power, that presence, that life that is within you, that is the solution of all of your daily living problems, right? Don't tell your God how big your problems are. Tell don't wait. Don't tell God how big your problems are. Tell your problems how big your God is, right? That's the whole idea, and that's the whole um idea here, is to recognize that right where we are, we have this indwelling power and presence that is life itself. That power, that presence that gives us life, that is life. That is that power and presence. That is that higher power. That is that source. And so what we get this opportunity to do is we get to be in touch and in contact with source, so that when anything arises, we're able to tap back into source, have the guidance, know that we're whole, know that wholeness is already our natural state of being, and that we can actually proceed through life with that wholeness. Now, I have a question for y'all today, and that is, what supports your wholeness? Because see, as people in recovery, whether you're recovering from drugs, alcohol, despair, depression, anxiety, fear, whether you're recovering from, eating disorders, or not taking care of yourself, alcohol, drugs, sex, gambling, whatever that weapon of mass distraction is for you, what, you know, what supports your wholeness? So now we're not looking at what keeps you from your wholeness, but what is it? What are the things that support your wholeness? Um, and and I'll start. The things that support my wholeness are my spiritual practices. Because here's the deal: is that to the degree in which I remind myself of the truth of who I am. You see, growing up, we were always told, that you're just this or that, or you're not enough, or whatever the messages we got as young people. And those messages are still acting like a law in our life. They're still within us. They're called hidden. They're also called hidden beliefs. And for the most part, we've been stuck in beliefs and behaviors that are destructive. That's why we don't think that we're whole. But this morning, I'm here to encourage us to look at what supports your wholeness. So for me, it's spiritual practice, right? That spiritual practice of prayer, the spiritual practice of meditation, the spiritual practice of visioning and visualizing, the spiritual practice of contemplation or journaling, the spiritual practice of giving, the spiritual practice of caring for myself and for my body temple and for my mind, right? So, as recovering people, what supports your wholeness? What supports your wholeness? And if you don't know the answer to that question, it's okay, because therein lies the solution, right? And I'm talking about, if you don't know the answer to what supports your wholeness, then that is an indicator that what is necessary are supporters and supporting activities, supporting methodologies, supporting behaviors, supporting beliefs that support your wholeness. Good morning, George. I love you so much. Yeah. So, what supports your wholeness? So, I would love to just quickly introduce you to a 5-step treatment, a 5-step prayer process that could possibly support your wholeness. So I like using my left hand in this, and here's a spiritual tool that can support your wholeness. We call it spiritual mind treatment, but we also call it affirmative prayer. It is a way of praying. It is designed in such a way that you can't help but recognize and actually see and actually feel what happens for you in your body, right? So, the first one, I like to use my left hand again. My pinky is ALL, you know, the 3 sections, ALL, and that is that God is all there is. God is all. God is all. Life is all. Spirit is all. Source is all. Power is all. Source is all. Whatever higher power is for you, that God is all there is. That's step one, right? God is joy. God is peace, power, presence. God is wholeness. God is um, abundance. God is beauty, divine creativity. God is harmony. God is infinite intelligence. God is eternal. All the God is, all the principles, all the absolutes of your power and presence, that is it. God is all. God is all there is. And then I like using my ring finger, because on your left hand, that's marriage, right? And when two become one, there's one. So I am one with this power and presence. This power and presence is living in, through, and as me. This power and presence, because God is all, it is all all knowing, all powerful, everywhere present. I'm one with this power and presence. It- I am the unique, unrepeatable way that this life shows up in human form, right? And then this finger, the tall finger, sometimes people use this finger the wrong way, you know, uh, uh, we actually call it the tall finger. This is an opportunity where I get to make some tall statements, some tall affirmations, tall demands, or where I might look at what's mucked up in my life and actually call for the exact opposite. So when I'm talking about wholeness and prayer, and when I'm talking about recognizing the wholeness that I am, what I get a chance to do is and I get to affirm that wholeness is what I am. I get to affirm that in every moment I am whole, just like the affirmations in our monthly theme this month. My wholeness shows up in so many amazing ways. I enjoy my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual wholeness now. That's how I use this third step in affirmative prayer. I get to say, yes, I am whole now. My wholeness is revealed in each and every moment. Each and every day, I see how I am whole, that nothing missing, that this power and presence and life that I am is the life of the I am. And so the I am is whole, perfect, and complete, and I am whole, perfect, and complete. I get to make those amazing, tall statements. And then I point to gratitude. I'm grateful to know this truth. I'm pointing to the gratitude in my life. I'm so grateful that my wholeness is being revealed. I'm so grateful that I'm alive today. I'm so grateful to know this truth today. And then finally, the thumbs up. The thumbs up means everything is A-okay. So because everything is A-okay, I just release this word into the activity of life, into the activity of the law, into activity of God's law, of the law of life. I release my word. It's okay, and I let it go. And by using that 5-step treatment as a prayer, that is one of the ways of what supports my wholeness, because it reminds me of the truth of who I am. Now, see, this spiritual mind treatment is different than any other form of prayer. And it's different than any other form of prayer because this prayer is not a beseeching prayer. It's not begging and pleading to God to give me something. What I'm doing is recognizing that God is all there is. Life is all there is. This source, this spirit, this infinite intelligence is all that there is. And it's all knowing, all powerful, everywhere present. And that I'm one with this power and presence, that there's nothing that can separate my life from the life of God. God is living me right now. God is living me right now. And so, even in just those first 2 steps, as I bring my awareness and my attention there, I can't help but feel my wholeness. Like I feel powerful because, me and God are a majority. Me and life are a majority. Life is for me and never against me. And then when I make those affirmations, those tall statements about the wholeness that I am, man, oh man, oh man, woo! Then I actually begin to embody it. I get to feel it. I get to know it for myself. And then I just move into this place of gratitude. I'm grateful for all the things in my life that bring me up to this point. I'm grateful to know this truth. I'm grateful to be able to pray the prayer. I'm grateful for that. And in those moments of gratitude, there's also this sense of relief and this sense of power and presence. And then just release it. I let go. I don't have anything else to do. I could just let that prayer go. I could just let it be. And what it does, this prayer doesn't do anything quote unquote magical out in the world. What it does is it realigns me with my truth. And it does so in such a powerful way that when these prayers, this way of thinking and believing is actually put into daily practice, my wholeness is supported through my own actions. And what happens is I get unstuck from the beliefs and behaviors that are so destructive. I get unstuck from the beliefs that I am incomplete. At my center, right where God, the I am presence, resides, at my center, right there, that center is whole. There is nothing missing and nothing lacking. So let me know what you're thinking, what you're feeling about this particular prayer, this particular 5-step. It's called a spiritual mind treatment. It's called affirmative prayer. I invite you to watch this video over again so that you can get it down packed. But I also invite you to join one of my groups on my website, aspiritualremedy.com. You'll find that I have a 90-day program that will actually help to jumpstart you into your greatness, that you, even as a recovering person, that does not need to stop you from being and living in your greatness, that the gift of recovery is actually a gift, that the gift of what has brought you here is truly, truly a gift. You know, as your spiritual living coach, I am dedicated to teaching these principles, to teaching these spiritual tools, and to providing you with the loving support necessary for the transformation of your life. As people in recovery, you no longer have to live with your head down. You no longer have to live like you are less than. You are whole. You are not broken. You are wholeness itself. And it's from there, it's kind of like, why get clean and sober if you're just going to live lowly, from this place of defeat and victimhood? It is now time for us to release victimhood, to release the shame, to release the despair and the fear and the anxiety and the depression, and that we actually recover our wholeness, that we recover our truth, that we recover that right where we are, life is, and it is beautiful, magnificent, and powerful. We are no longer powerless because we now are higher powered. And that's the message today. And we don't do it from this place of being overconfident or conceited or cocky or anything like that, but we live it from a place of love and gentleness, from a place of vulnerability, and from a place of power, and from a place of peace. And so that's the message that I bring to you today. I know that you are living your best life today. That's what I know. That's what I see for you. And if you'd like some support, then I'm your spiritual living coach and I'm here for you. So thank you so much for supporting the show, for supporting yourself, for supporting me. Know that you are loved. Until next Monday, know that you are whole. See you then.
Celebrate life. You celebrate your life. Celebrate the memories, the birds and the trees, the hugs and the kisses, the hits and the misses.